Hey there, this episode of the podcast is sponsored by Axe Throwing Therapy with Dr. Tanks. This is a therapy class intended for spouses going through little problems after their axe throwing class. You want to go right through the rib cage. I understand. You got the accuracy down. How can you get rid of these fever dreams at night of you murdering your spouse? Well, you go to Dr. Tank and you go to the axe throwing therapy class. It will walk you through how to get over these hard emotions that you've had after pelting axes through stumps. I understand the issues. You know, the wife's talking blah, 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 macaroni. And then you're talking rip-a-dip-a-doo, weed whacker. And you want to throw an axe right through their goddamn orifices. Go to Dr. Tanks, mention the podcast, and you'll get axe throwing therapy 4 sessions for the price of 3. So go check it out, won't you? Welcome back to Brennan and Cameron Don't Go Outside. If Morgan Freeman dies and goes to heaven, I hope he and God are going to have a good chuckle about Evan Almighty. Cameron Osborne, how are you doing, mister?
Heyo! I'd have a chuckle about Evan Almighty.
Great film. Lauren Graham's in that, too.
Who's that?
Girl from Gilmore Girls. Woman, sorry.
Which one?
The mom.
Gilmore Woman's?
She's the mom.
Oh.
Rory's mom? I don't know.
Yeah. You're telling me.
Yeah.
I'm an O.C. man.
Oh, okay. I didn't know those were the only 2 options.
Yep. You're either you watch the Gilmore Girls, you watch O.C., or you're a little bitch and you watch One Tree Hill. I think we can
One
all
Tree Hill
agree.
was trash.
One Tree Hill. I think we can all agree that One Tree Hill was trash.
Boo!
Welcome back to the podcast, everyone, listeners, for episode 41.
Busy week.
We're in the month of June.
We're in the month of June, and it's been a busy week for news.
It's been a busy week.
It's exhausting.
It's exhausting just being this. You're joining us. We're back. We're back in the studio.
You're joining us where we're back.
I think we're coming up on maybe 4 more shows at this present location before the studio has a new home.
Potential new home. You wrote up the agreements.
It's a definite new home. It's just where it is.
Oh, you're just signed? Okay. You're intent on moving.
Yes. The landlord notice has been given.
Okay.
So we are leaving.
All right.
It's just a matter of finding where it is.
On paper. And what's the reason for leaving the place?
Just why not?
I don't know, because moving's stressful and
moving
exhausting.
Moving can be stressful and exhausting. You know, myself and Matt, the former intern.
Yes.
My roommate, we thought to ourselves, you know what, we're happy in the city of Toronto. We like our jobs. We like living with each other. So why not just try a new spot?
Just giving it a go.
Yeah, it's one of those things, I think, you know, like it's like the average Canadian kind of moves like once every 2 years is kind of the I mean, I
guess not down the street usually, though.
You've lived in how many places have you lived in since moving out of your folks' place?
3.
That's pretty good. I mean, I've kind of been 6.
Yeah.
You know, I lived 2 spots in university, then a 3rd spot right afterwards, then moved to London, now moved here, you know, so I'm on, not including, parents' houses.
Yeah. But now you're getting out, you're only going a couple streets over. It's not like a big move, right?
Well, that's the plan, yeah. Both the places we saw are a few blocks away from the current studio. It'll be good. I'm real excited for whatever the new studio brings.
Yeah.
Because wherever that is, we won't have the luxury of having a separate studio room. So no matter where it is, it's probably going to be a bedroom / podcast recording studio.
Good. Let's get comfy in bed. Let's do it in bed.
You're listening to Bedcast.
This is called Slippers and PJs with Brendan and Cameron.
Just warning you, I do not wear pajamas.
You're gonna now. I don't either.
Welcome to Nude Time with Brendan and Cameron.
Hey.
So yeah, real excited about.
Well, fuck, get out of this basement, anyways, right? Do you not like? I didn't like living in a basement.
I don't have a problem like staying in this basement.
Then why move?
Because we
It just seems I don't mean to harp on you, bud.
Oh no.
It's just like there must be a fucking reason to move. Landlord's a cock.
I mean, I think every landlord's a cock.
My landlord's cool.
Your landlord's a nice guy. Never met him, but he seems like a nice guy.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, I don't have a problem sleeping in the basement dwelling, but you get above ground and then you get the natural light.
Well, exactly. It feels better.
Which is what everyone talks about.
Yeah.
That vitamin D.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I've drank Sunny D for years and still pasty and vitamin deficiencies across the board.
Across the board. I've actually, I have early onset diabetes.
Yeah. I've been drinking all this Sunny D.
All the Sunny D, doc. I said,
where's the results?
The Sunny D promised me that this is 100% vitamin C.
Yeah. And the doctor said, what kids go for. You're a man.
You can't just be drinking 100%. It's probably not also good to get 100% of your daily vitamins in one kind of shot, in one kind of go.
I think it's convenient.
Oh, okay.
100%, and you're done.
But then
Cross that off the list.
What can you eat for the rest of the day? It'd be like
everything else that falls in the other categories.
It'd be like you max out your calorie count before lunch, and then what? Starve?
Don't eat.
Just don't eat.
I wouldn't call it starving.
Well,
you just ate a fucking meal.
You just ate 2,600 calories.
You just have to take a break from a meal for a few hours.
You should be pretty full by the end of that point.
You know what? I think we eat too much. I said it.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
How much have you eaten today?
A bunch of soup and some bread.
Then that's too much, as you would qualify, as you would kind of quantify.
I'm saying we as a general population.
The royal we. I believe.
No, I severed ties from the Royals after the wedding. That was trash.
Yes,
Too many people from Suits. That was my biggest complaint of the royal wedding.
And that's what it is. It's too many people from a show that I've never seen. And I'm sorry, listeners, you're going to tell me you should watch Suits. It's so funny. I do not care.
I don't give a flying fuck.
Because you're probably wrong. And I don't have time to watch
8 seasons of a mediocre comedy
on USA television
about a lawyer.
Yeah, if I'm going to watch something about a lawyer, I want Law and Order.
Yeah.
That's all I want to watch. And The Good Wife, if we're talking law.
A Few Good Men? There was law there.
Is that John Goodman?
No.
It was Tommy C.
Tommy Johns.
Tommy Johns and the Cruise Train.
That was it.
Few Good Men.
That train.
Directed by Oprah. Of all people.
Is that a real name, Oprah?
It's her real name. Speaking of all the things that we've just been talking about, because I think the mistakes we've made in A Few Good Men alone are gonna make for
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Are gonna make for a good maybe. A good corrections department next week. But for this week's corrections department, we did it again. They found nothing. Hooray for us.
We've absolved ourselves of our sins.
We absolved. Forgive me, Father.
Feels good. This one's going to have a lot of mistakes.
I feel it coming. I can just feel the mistakes coming.
Yep. It's about 3 a minute.
A new record.
I just love just spouting things I don't know.
That's half the fun. Conjecture, I believe, is what they would call it in a more formal setting than this.
Conjecture?
Isn't it?
I don't know. I don't use that word.
Conjecture and hearsay? I don't use that word.
You're familiar with it, bravo.
Law and Order, right?
Oh, okay.
Because they're always, in court, conjecture. Hearsay.
I always hear objection.
That too. Well, they're spouting off a lot. The good lawyers.
Your Honor.
They're spouting off stuff. The good lawyers like Christine Baranski in The Good Wife. See? It all comes back.
Maybe I should watch more Suits. Could get this jargon
No, definitely
down.
not. But The Good Wife.
Okay.
Is Primo Television. It's got Chris Noth. So that's pretty cool.
That's not helping. That's not helping The Good Wife to get me to watch. Chris Noth.
Yeah.
You might as well have said Pauly Shore, because I'm out, brother.
No, Chris Noth he's so specifically hunky. He's a hunky guy. He's got that 10 years older than John Hamm thing going on. Chris Noth could have been in Mad Men if Mad Men was in the year 2000. It was
Okay.
the same guy.
So he's old John Hamm.
Yeah. Not as funny, but equally as
Sexy.
Yes. Handsome, I believe is what they like to be called. Sorry, all you hot men out there. You don't want to be just reduced to firefighter
terrible.
calendars. We get it.
It's a terrible stereotype.
We get it. We don't mean to say that
have minds,
you're just pieces
too.
of meat, just ready for someone to chow down on.
Yeah, we understand. Oh, I co-directed this episode. I have artistic integrity. Yeah, whatever, John Hamm. Just fake drink and smoke. And fuck this
What do you
broad.
think they're actually fake drinking and smoking? Okay, drinking maybe like iced tea or something. I can see that.
Yeah, probably
What
iced tea.
are like movie cigarettes? Because
They got fake cigarette. I think they have this. I think I've heard like Joe Rogan. I'm not Joe Rogan. Sorry, Seth Rogen. Wrong Rogan. Both like pot. Seth Rogen. They said they have this substance that they'll make cigarettes out of or whatever. Just like of something you can burn, like a herb, whatever. But
herb
Fuck you,
words, man.
herb man. Give me that herb, man.
Give me a nice herb cigarette.
Oh yeah. No, they have this shit that you can burn like cigarettes, but it tastes awful.
I
And
can
it's
imagine
bad
that.
for you as well because you're still inhaling smoke.
Like, would it be easier? You think there's ever actors who are like, can I just hack a dart?
Yeah,
Like, for real?
Sean Penn, as you described before.
Sean Penn
gets the pass.
is a badass.
Who's gonna say no to that?
It's been a couple years since I've seen Sean Penn, but Sean Penn, I hope you're off the vape now. You know, last time I saw him, he was vaping. Maybe he's like gone back to cigarettes. Hopefully, haven't seen him in a movie in a long time, so maybe he's looking good. Maybe he's working out.
Walter Mitty. That was the last one.
Didn't
I saw him
even
in.
remember he was in that.
He was only in it for like
Yeah,
10 minutes.
we saw that one together.
Yep,
I'm sure
we did. Yeah, the last 10 minutes.
He's
He's
like-
in it, like fucking trying to take a picture of
shows
like
up.
a snow leopard or something.
Gratuitous cameos. I think it was a bird, but yeah.
Sure. Was it a bird? Yeah, what up, bird?
Listeners, if you're at home, let us know. What was Sean Penn look? We agree that he was like a photographer for like
for
national
Life magazine.
Like it was Life magazine. Sure,
Yeah,
was
that's
it
what Walter
Time?
Mitty worked for. No, it was Life. I know this because they had more iconic covers.
Did you rewatch that one?
I think I did.
Oh, okay, yeah, never
Not the whole thing, like half of it, and then just bailed.
I think you get it.
Yeah,
after-
I remembered.
after a
most
little
of it.
while. He gets on the longboard, and you're like, "Yep,
Yeah, sure.
remember this movie.
You're in Iceland. Whatever. Good
Okay,
for you, Ben
bro.
Stiller. I want to watch you in a middle-aged melodrama again.
yeah." I'm not big for mellow. What's the mellow stand for there in melodrama?
Mellow marshmallow.
Oh,
it's
it's a
soft.
marshmallow drama. It's soft on the inside, and you can burn it. It's easily burnt. Mm-hmm. But when it's just right,
It's soft as three-ply
it
toilet paper,
satisfies your
baby.
soul. A nice, soft, but yet crisp marshmallow.
Crisp and soft.
Marshmallow
Well, the golden
drama.
brown all the way around. Right?
That sounds like a golden brown all the way around.
That was my camp counselor.
That was his.
Never went to camp, but I had a counselor. He taught me that.
He taught
around
me
a
about.
fire.
He taught me about camp.
Sit on logs and make those.
Yeah, I think if you went to
Golden
overnight
aloes.
camp, that's a very specific kind of person.
What? What's a very specific type of person who goes to an overnight camp? What, a
It's-
child?
Well, yeah.
Or someone who's a counselor at that? It's like, I like to bunk up with about, I don't know, say 12 or 15, 10-year-old kids.
Well, I think the kids.
I'm 18 myself, just exploring my sexuality. I'm going to go sleep next to all these kids and wake them up in the morning with a gentle push. Brett. It's breakfast time. Brett! And they throw him off the bunk. He's like, what the fuck? And they're like, oh, that's what we do at camp, bitch.
That's what they do at camp. I don't like the hazing. I don't like the shenanigans. You know what?
Showers. Everything's weird, man.
Everything's communal. I don't like communal things.
Did you? So you obviously went to overnight camp.
No.
What?
I said I don't like people. You think
Never experienced it.
Yeah, but I think I can safely say that no, not at all.
All right. I went to hockey camp one summer.
Yeah, but that was like your parents picked you up at 4. It was sick.
No, it was overnight.
You went to overnight camp?
I went to overnight camp.
Tell me
One summer.
nothing about it.
One summer.
Are you a better and what are you doing now? Did you make it to the pros?
It wasn't about that.
What was it about then?
Get out of the house. Go do something.
You could
Hockey camp.
go
All right.
ride your bike.
All right. I got my archery badge. All right.
At hockey
I made 2 friends.
At hockey camp?
I made 2 friends who were younger than me. All right. Rock and roll.
You have your summer camp friends.
There's always a kid who I didn't keep in touch. I think it was just around Hotmail time, but didn't keep in touch. I made a couple friends one time when I went out to the East Coast with my parents.
Oh yeah.
It was just my parents and me. My sisters were out of the house already. So we go on vacations. It's just me, just single kid. I'm like, what the fuck?
To entertain yourself.
What the fuck am I gonna do? Try to go to the games room at a hotel or something. Hook up with some kids. What up? What up, player? Want to play some shuffleboard?
Yeah.
He's like, okay. I'm like, you're on vacation too. You're not from here. Shit.
Yes, I remember that. You would go away to like a resort or something, or I think a couple times I went on a cruise with my family and be like, same thing. You go to the kids zone or like the teen zone on the first day.
It's pathetic and it's scary.
Yeah, but like that's the place where you go. I don't know. I'm pretty good meeting new people. I'm always I'm good at that. You go to the teen zone, you meet the people, and then you just never go back you already met, so you can make your own plans because you're teenagers.
Well, some of us aren't that lucky with social skills, Cameron.
Yeah,
I didn't make it friends at the teen zone. I went and said, advertised, there's drums and guitars. I went there and it was rock band, and someone broke the sticks. I'm like, I got nothing, guys. I'm out.
Well, you know what?
I'm going to go watch Snow Dogs again in my room and order a personal size pizza.
Pizza for one.
Go play mini putt by myself for the 16th time.
Brendan.
No, I went with my cousin. Evie Bear was there. Mm-hmm. So it was fun. We got to hang out. But still, you get bored. I'm like, how long can I hang out in the hot tub with a bunch of drunks?
You're referring to the Graham family or the kids
No,
that
not
you
my
met?
family. The people on the fucking cruise ship. The savages on the cruise ship. No, my parents had it under control.
Yeah, I was on when I went on a cruise, the big family thing, and I was roomed up with my grandma. Her and I crushing it. No, it no.
How old were you?
Probably like grade 9.
Oh,
so like what is that? 13?
Old enough.
13, 14? No, it was great. It was great.
Yeah,
because she'd be asleep anytime I came home.
So you can jay off?
No, so...
Did you?
I don't remember. Probably not.
In the bathroom?
Probably not. I have boundaries.
It's a bathroom. You're in grade 9. There's no boundaries in grade 9.
I think there are still boundaries in grade 9.
We have a friend who masturbated in all of our houses, and we know that.
Yeah, and we're not going to
need to say who it is. He knows who he is.
He knows. If you're listening to the show, you know what you did.
Yeah.
We know that you know. That we know what you did.
Desperate times, man. You're on a cruise ship.
I don't think it's desperate times.
Okay. Out in the sea, it's scary.
Exactly. You can just jay off overboard. It's
yeah.
You're
on the wave runner.
It's dark. It's like pitch black out there because it is the middle of the ocean.
Yes.
And no one's out on the deck. You just kind of like flop yourself over like the side and just kind of like just start going.
It's a big rail.
Well, you
must got a nice piece.
Well, there's the little gap, like between kind of like the railing and the rest of the
I remember that gap.
Wall, and then you just kind of like it'd be the same gap that you'd pee between. But this time, it's not pee that's coming out. Let me tell you that much.
Wow.
It's other stuff.
Ooh, did you ever meet a girl?
Yeah.
On a cruise ship?
Yeah, like you would meet, and then it's like...
You're saying you would. Like, I didn't experience any of this shit.
No, I think, yeah.
I was too shy. I wouldn't go talk to, like, fucking strange kid. I'd assume that they're a piece of shit. I had a bit of inflated
No, you always...
self.
It's so funny, like, the way that these relationships would work. over the course of a week where it'd be like a group of people you all meet, and then because of necessity, you all become best friends. Because it's either be with each other or be with your family. Yeah. And you're on vacation, so you're kind of thinking, and then it's...
You want some freedom.
And then it's kind of like you kind of go through like an entire friendship within this week. Yeah. So like by day 3 or whatever, there's the one person who like you hate, who you're still hanging out with.
We all rip on this kid.
And then it takes a couple of days for them to like sequester themselves from the group. Like it kind of all these things follow, and then... Yeah, same thing. I'm just
picturing like a group of 5 kids, and the 5th kid is coming behind you, and everyone's like, "All right, we're all gonna run split off and go to this area because fuck that."
No,
kid.
I don't remember ever doing anything.
And you'll
that
go scatter
rude.
And get them to chase you. And you go, loser, you have to run for your friends. And I'm that 5th kid, Cameron, every time.
I never remember it being that bad. Like it wasn't like that, But you meet. You'd have, male friends, female friends, that you'd sort of, and then it'd be like, after, you knew you have to go for dinner with your family every night, but then after dinner, it'd be like, hey, we're meeting at the
Sunday bar.
Yeah, like meet at whatever it was. And then like you kind of have, like on a cruise ship, you have the whole, unless it's like an explicitly closed off area or like 19 plus only, like you can just walk around the deck or like sit in a launch, like in a beach chair, or
you can just chill.
You can do whatever you want. Sometimes those kids, like the kids zones would have cool shit. Like I remember playing like Gran Turismo 3 on a projector screen, though they were projecting out like onto the fucking deck.
Cool.
And it was like, so it's like this massive thing. And, sometimes they would like do cool shit like that, or...
I think they played like a movie or something, like Remember the
Exactly,
Titans.
yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I saw this one like 5 times.
We were the same age, yet these trips sound completely different from the. Did you jerk off when you were in the hotel, Brendan?
Well, probably in the bathroom.
Because it's a bathroom, right?
A private bathroom, not the fucking public one.
Just
got my own cabin
with stall. Oh, you had your own room.
Yeah.
Oh, see? Not everyone has the luxury of having their own room.
It's not like it was a huge room. I remember my parents had like a piano in their room or something.
Jerk off.
It's a little cabin. I was a skinny kid.
What does that have to do? What does your stature have to do with?
Listen to the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
What does that also have?
It was a very erotic
Chili
music,
Peppers
Cameron.
gets you going. Yeah, I know, it really does. You're just thinking, suck my kiss.
I don't think I was so vocal, but yeah, something along that line. A lot of blood, sugar, sex, magic.
I mean, you don't scream Red Hot Chili Peppers lyrics every time you masturbate.
Suck my dick till I got hard.
That's something totally normal. Let's move on. Through
So psycho sexy.
We're moving on here through the show. We had a massive news week, and let's talk about some of that with this week's late breaking news.
Hold on to your umbrellas, folks. We've got late-breaking news from Don't Go Outside Studios. Hide the children, hide the wives, because it might get hairy out there. But don't fret, because our correspondent Cameron Osborne is on it.
Don't fret. I think, if anything, like me being on something is something more worrisome. It's thinking like, oh, God, Cameron's doing it. Oh.
Sorry. This is who you get.
Yeah, I'm the backup plan because, I'm here.
Yeah,
and
you're here. I made the music, so
you made the music.
Threw it to you.
Yeah. Okay.
There's always time to switch the song.
there's always time to switch the host of it too.
Yeah, that's true.
To kick off this week, Brendan, it was all a goddamn work when earlier on in the week, Total Bella's season 3 premiere was revealed that John Cena and Nikki Bella are working it out. Of course, the two were engaged 2 WrestleManias ago.
Yeah, and then it fell through, right?
So they get engaged. She gets off TV. She came back at the Rumble, but yeah, and then came out that a mere 2 weeks before the wedding, he was having second thoughts, and he's called off the engagement.
Oh, rough go.
Rough go. However, the season 3 premiere and then last night's subsequent episode were all in front of the camera. All this information happened.
Where it's most genuine.
Where it's the most genuine.
In front of a reality TV camera.
Now, of course, the rest of the season will continue to come out, and I don't watch the show, so I don't even know what it's going to be like, but it is reported that John Cena and Nikki Bella are back together, quote unquote.
They're reality TV back together, which means absolutely nothing.
Well, I think the more plausible option is that they were never in real life
together.
Ended the engagement.
Or even further to that point, they didn't get engaged.
Maybe.
They got TV engaged.
Maybe they got TV. For being TV engaged, they just sure do a lot of making out on that show.
Yeah, well, it was wrestling engaged also. You got to go full force, right? You can't half-ass it.
Yes, that's a good. And they had to. I mean, it was the middle stage. Or, it was WrestleMania, and they were.
It's WrestleMania. Propose.
Why don't you propose to her? Right? Come on.
Every little girl's dream
is to get proposed to in front of 95,000 wrestling fans.
By a man in denim shorts.
And
wristbands and Looney Tune ripoff hats.
And he's wearing sweatbands on his biceps because they're that goddamn big.
Fuck yeah.
That's
sad.
It is sad. It is sad that
can't love just be real, guys.
Listeners at home, are you in love? Have you ever been in love?
Is it real love? Or is it wrestling love?
Do you just love wrestling?
Let's do
Also, we can talk about that.
We'll do love therapy on the podcast. We'll get
You're listening to Love Therapy.
Yeah.
That's my sexy voice.
Hey.
That's your sexy voice,
Listening to Love Therapy. Hey there. What's your problem? Hi. Wetness. What's that?
Okay, I think I'm gonna take the lead on this love station.
Come on, more sauce, you silly cow!
Whoa, that was a mistake. What the fuck happened there?
Couldn't tell you.
Sorry.
Moving on here on the news. I know this show is personal to you, Brendan.
Yeah, Roseanne got fucked.
She
didn't get fucked. She fucked herself.
And not in the good way. So yeah, Roseanne came back, and they were like 9 episodes in, I think, ish, to their revival. To which she just kind of went on Twitter, said some, and I'll be honest, racist shit. And
yeah, please be honest.
Oh yeah, honesty is.
That's a hot take, Cam.
Yeah, contrary to popular opinion.
I was on the assumption you were going to agree with her tweets.
Absolutely
and go
not.
on a freedom of speech rant.
So ABC cancels Roseanne like immediately.
Yeah, immediately. And the reruns.
The
reruns too, immediately pulled off. Why? Because it's the Disney Channel, and you know what? I don't think they want to be associated with anything that Roseanne has tweeted.
That Roseanne has ever been a part of.
And I get that.
Makes sense.
She doesn't have a great track record of amazing tweets.
Roseanne, like the revival has been the #1 comedy.
Yeah, it's the #1 on ABC. And
for the last 2 months. Like it's the #1 sitcom on television.
Yeah, millions of viewers. They had a huge audience. I used to watch it religiously when I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
And it was great because you got to watch a bunch of white trash people exist. I'm like, this is, something I can relate to more. Not that I was white trash, but it was like, when you're a hamburger helper family, Roseanne's got a branch for you to lean on.
Not that there's anything wrong with Hamburger Helper, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, but she's fucking got rocked because there's no way to justify anything that she said in any way. And she fucked up big time in a really volatile state to be fucking up like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean,
she got what she deserved.
Twitter does this thing where people can say shit. What I've gathered from Twitter is that you can say stuff. Yeah. You can type in a thing and then someone else can see it and they'd be like, oh my God, this person said this thing.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. That
That's
people can say stuff and people can listen.
Yeah, they can say anything they want and listen. And it's not so crazy that sometimes there might be repercussions to what you say.
Repercussions. Now, when you say repercussions, you mean like you don't do your homework and then you're not allowed to play video games.
Well, think of it as if you called your homework the N-word and your homework is black.
So in this
You might
case,
get an F.
You get an F on the homework.
Goose egg.
Because
you got a 0%.
Now your homework didn't want to be called this name. It's not like it asked for it.
Definitely didn't.
Okay. So it was just your homework just sitting at home one day, probably like you're about to get ready to go, maybe, go to bed, they're just, having a midnight tea with their husband, let's say.
Yeah.
Maybe they're a little dog running around and then your homework gets called something that it doesn't want to be called.
Yeah, and maybe that homework, the midnight tea, it relaxes them, but it doesn't quite do the job. So the homework has a little help, pops a little Ambien. And so now that homework's a little doozy, and it goes, call me the N-word. I dare you, Roseanne. And Roseanne's like, what? Homework? I don't do this type of thing.
What do you mean homework?
I submit my essays on time, and I usually get some pretty good ratings on those essays. And the homework's like, nah, I dare you. You wouldn't do it. And Roseanne goes, well, I never back down from a dare. God damn it, I'm Roseanne. So she threw that homework in the trash and stepped on it and called it the N-word.
So if you're at home, I think the moral of this story is do
your homework.
Do your homework and just don't listen to Roseanne. June is, we're right into here. Graduation is right around the corner. Father's Day is right around the corner. This is going to be a big hip hop month.
I'm excited for Dad to finally graduate in high school.
Dad, we're all rooting for you.
2 for 1.
So just on Friday, Kanye West released his newest album called Ye, or Ye, depending on how you pronounce it.
How do you spell it? Y-E-A?
Y-E.
Oh, that's Ye.
That's Ye?
Yeah.
Okay. But he's
Okie. Ye? Okie.
it's a pretty good album.
You listen to it?
Yeah, I listened to it a few times.
Yeah. Should I listen to it? Does
Yeah.
it have the scoopity whoopty?
No.
song on it? That was just a side piece?
He just wanted, it was just his side piece.
Wow.
No scoopty whoopty poopty whoop. Poopty scoopty whoop. So earlier on before that, Good Music released another album that Kanye West produced by Pusha T.
Oh, I heard this.
So
I think
the album called Daytona, and the boiling over beef between Pusha T and
Drizzy.
Toronto's own Drake has hit.
Dude, I even know this.
Skyrocket
I
levels.
even know this. I listen to these tracks independent from you, and I don't even keep up with Drizzy.
And you don't even keep up with what's going on. So earlier on in the week, on the album Daytona, there's a track called Infrared, where Pusha goes off on Drake. The lyric "pennin' equals Trump winning." The bigger question is how the Russians did it. It was written like Nas, but it came from Quentin. Quentin Miller, of course, being the one referred to, is the one who everyone calls is Drake's ghostwriter.
Oh, yeah, he names his ghostwriter.
Quentin Miller is the man's name.
They be riding these waves, I pull my sandals out. Hefe Latin, my Grammy, I went the Spanish route. Oh, now it's okay.
Also a good song.
Yep.
Also
Thank you,
a good
Pusha T, for giving us $100,000 to play your music.
Thank you, Pusha T. Slightly more than Kanye West paid Whitney Houston's family for the Daytona album cover, which was a photograph of Whitney Houston's bathroom taken of the day of her death.
Kanye West paid for that?
Yeah.
What?
Well, yeah,
Why?
Pusha T's on Good Music on Kanye's label. Kanye
I
West
didn't
has
even
the
know he
label.
had a label.
So of course, Drake came back with that one with his Duppy freestyle.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, you listen to it.
I listened to
Checks,
it.
they know that my head overheats.
It's got the Drake song. It's got the Drake sound. You know.
Yep.
Anyways,
Drake.
he says stuff back. We're not going to decipher exactly what he says.
Clap
because,
back, clap back. He's just like, fuck you, man. You're making so much money off of my name for dissing me. That's how much stake I hold in the business.
That's what he is. Well,
did you hear the back? There was a double clap back.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, we're not even done. We're not even halfway through.
Okay.
This
is old news now. Let's get to the new stuff.
I think this has all happened within the week.
I know.
Which is what's crazier. So Drake also took aim at Kanye West, producer of the album, because Drake claims that like he wrote parts on Life of Pablo and just didn't get any credit for it.
Yep.
And he didn't care. He didn't care that he did, but he tweeted out a photo of an invoice that he sent to Too Good Music for like $100,000 for services rendered.
Yeah.
Just like a little
fuck
just
you.
a little fuck you, right? I mean, Drake's one of the hottest writers in the game right now. So
I heard he's a ghostwriting bitch.
he's a ghostwriting bitch. Also, something we heard shortly afterwards was Pusha's tease the story of Adidon.
See, the great thing about that was it happened like a day or two after Drake's rebuttal. So he already had it in the canon, and this song is 30,000 times more fierce than the first one. He just annihilates every little aspect of Drake, and
He
it's
was
like
ready to go.
it is mean as it's so goddamn mean. I
Of
love
course,
it.
for those who don't know, the photo for this song is a smiling Drake in blackface.
Yeah.
Which apparently was from a photo shoot that he took like before he even got into the rap game. It was a photo. It was for a film that he was making with a small filmmaker that was supposed to be about difficulties of black actors getting roles, and then it was all kind of steeped in irony
stuff.
and all these sorts of things. But when you just look at the photo, it does not come across that way.
At the end of the day, you have a still picture of Drake in blackface, which can never be erased.
On this diss track,
Shout out to Pusha T for finding that.
Shout out to Pusha T. I don't know how you find that, right? On this track, though, he brings up the fact that Drake is a papa.
Yeah, he's a baby daddy
Drake's
to a porn
baby
star.
daddy to a porn star named Sophie Brousseau. The child was born in October of 2017.
Yeah.
I don't think many people. I don't know if it's a little boy or a little girl, but
I think it's a boy. Sorry,
it's a little boy.
Because it was the name of the song comes from Adidas, and then the kid's name's Adonis or something.
The kid's name is Adonis. Yeah. So he found out somehow that this is happening.
Somehow they're probably like, "Hey, this is our baby," and he's like, "I don't have time for this. I've got courtside seats to the Raptors. I have to watch the Raptors lose. I can't acknowledge my son."
I can't acknowledge my son or anyways, Drake
is made to look quite the fool.
So Drake lost. Drake has not responded, and I think it has subsided now.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to push back. The last thing that we did hear from Pusha T was that he heard that Drake was offering $100,000 US to anyone who had dirt on Pusha T.
That's a desperate thing to hear.
He said this out. He's like, yeah. And Pusha T tweets out like, "Hey, I totally heard. Like, the news got back to me that Drake's looking for dirt, and he'll offer you $100,000." So he's like encouraging people to go out and do it.
Pusha T got the best of him. He's been in the game for a while, so I'm not surprised that he's not. Who would be like? Honestly, if you're a deep rapper, why would you be? I wouldn't be afraid of Drake.
Of course, you don't. He's not the hard rapper that you think. He's definitely not hard as someone else in our first ever Brendan Cameron Don't Go Outside cross segment. What y'all doing? What y'all doing?
Oh, it's what y'all doing.
What y'all doing? What y'all doing?
What y'all doing? What y'all doing?
What y'all doing?
What y'all doing?
Okay, so Ja Rule, of course, we know
Baby!
we know him from his beef with 50 Cent. So he got into his comments on this beef where he said, Drake just doing what 50 Cent did in our beef. Call the feds, police, and tell them you think Pusha is trying to kill you. Crying emoji.
He always
loves
Ja Rule.
There's another one.
He'll do like 5 crying emojis in a row.
He said he has, and there's upright crying face, and then it's tilted like tears face.
Yeah.
But then there's the like upright streams of tear face, and where so much where it's actually accumulating a puddle underneath.
Yeah, I
You
think
know,
that's
like
the
that much
most popular
crying.
one for him. Fucking loves those emojis.
50 Cent. Excuse me. 50 Cent comes back on that with like a photo of that tweet which he put on his Instagram, saying, "Yo, look at this. He still think he's in it. Look at me, fool. I'm the reason you driving an Uber, you bum. Ass. Blank. LMAO, get the strap."
But you see, 50 lost right there because he indulged in Jaws' stupid bullshit.
He let it happen.
He let it happen,
right?
and they're still beefing. Which
And
the rap beef never dies.
The rap beef never dies.
Never dies. They go, they're just like us, and you go, fuck you. They're just like us.
Rappers,
like we
they're
are
just like
agreeing with each other, but somehow we're in a fight still.
And finally, to wrap up this this ever-growing news segment, Lil Tay is back.
Great.
Great. She never left, of course. Of course, show favorite Lil Tay is back. When she was outed earlier in the week by Good Morning America. Don't know if you saw or
Outed
heard
as
anything
what?
this. Yeah, well, it was just
fraud?
Yeah, they had her and her mom on the show on like a segment interview where she says that she dropped out of Harvard at age 7. And then when she's asked what city Harvard's in, she doesn't know the answer because it was so long ago. Quotes.
Well, she's 9 now, so 2 years is technically like, that's almost
That's a good-
1/5 of her life.
that's a good chunk of your life. That's a
Maybe
good
she has
point. You
early
know what?
onset Alzheimer's.
You could. We remember her and her mother, the real estate agent in Vancouver, after she was recently fired when her boss found out she was using her house and her cars. But earlier on in the week, a video was unearthed of Lil Tay behind the scenes of making these videos that she's been making, where
How is that possibly unearthed?
I don't know how the internet works. I just sort of, slip on in.
Yeah.
So the video that was posted, we can see, we can hear a voice in the background who, like, Lil Tay is, who they're thinking is her brother, giving her advice about what to say, and then them doing countless takes of.
You're telling me she was coached?
No, you broke ass bitch. You still, you out here. You were out here like with your irrelevant ass. You making a video on me? Like, bitch, I'm way more irrelevant than you. You're trying
Jesus
to be
Christ! No
relevant.
wonder the brother
You're
wasn't
trying
on
to be
camera. He's shit at
Mommy,
fucking
stop!
talking.
I was filming.
Holy fuck! That
Lil
was
Tay
so
be
loud.
popping on YouTube right now.
Redo.
Like, this is not surprising to me at all.
So yeah, it is.
Who comes? I'm the biggest flexa in the. Like, she's 9. Obviously, she's being coached by shitty fucking
it's-
family members.
You still irrelevant, like I said.
It's,
last
string
it's,
together
it's funny to
swears like
see.
that.
It's funny to watch her go through take after take.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do I say?
Tell them.
I'm a trend.
And when she
trend-
said,
I'm a trend maker and you a trend follower. You a lil.
like she's just, it's like a
Let me
kid just
take one
kind of,
more.
I don't know. Yeah, it's funny, and you're almost thinking like, what kind of parent would ever do this to their child? Or you're thinking like a handful of things.
I'm
so.
thinking a lot of them probably now.
Yeah, who's the next
Piece
Lil
of
Tay now? I
garbage.
mean, you know what? Bad Babby's 15, Lil Tay's 9.
Yeah.
How much younger can we get?
I don't know. How
5?
old was Shirley Temple? She turned out good, right?
I think she turned out dead.
They all do eventually.
We all do eventually. And I think on that note, that's the end of late breaking news. I think it's about time that we take a break here on the show.
Yeah, let's take a little
Take a little break.
break.
We're gonna take a little break, and then we'll be back with more show. This episode of Brennan and Cameron Don't Go Outside is also brought to you by a new sponsor. Do you love Cool Ranch Doritos, but you want a slightly worse taste in your mouth? Do you love Cool Ranch Doritos, but you hate little triangles and prefer little wavy squares? You should try Sun Chips. Let me tell you about Sun Chips. You're gonna go to sunchips.org and you're gonna type in the promo code BrentCamDGO for 25. Did I say 25? 25% off. Sun Chips. For those of you who don't know about Sun Chips, they're kind of like Doritos, but they leave a worse taste in your mouth. That's Sun Chips. Welcome back to the podcast, part 2.
Do we got good dick, dog?
That was an uproaring laughter that
Thank you,
followed
Nick Cannon.
that particular Nick Cannon quip. Brendan's been trying to get me to watch, and I kind of do want to watch it. This Nick Cannon comedy special that I
It's amazing.
didn't even know he was a stand-up comedian.
It's if anyone has seen the documentary Comedian with Jerry Seinfeld, where he goes through kind of the metamorphosis of a new hour or new material and how he works on it, chisels it away from nothing, just a legal pad of notes, into a special. This is the antithesis of that. This is the deconstruction of hack comedy. It's a how to not be a comedian
How to not
guide.
do stand-up professionally.
It was inspiring. It made me want to get on stage immediately. I'm like, I can do that.
Oh, that's what stand-up comedy is? Oh, I can. That's oh, okay.
I can fucking do that. Samples such as tight. That's a tight 5
There's
right there.
no joke.
Sega. It's hilarious. He nailed it.
He said, Sega.
He's an impressionist. Sega.
Thanks. Wait, who are we talking about again?
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon. I was thinking Marlon Wayans for some reason.
I can guess one reason why you might.
Both bad stand-up comedians.
No, the Wayans brothers are great.
Oh, are they good stand-ups? I picture them as being
they're
characters.
I think they're all really good at
Picture
a
them
bunch of
being
shit.
character actors, though. Those Wayans.
Yeah.
From a long lineage of character acting.
You don't see color, just everything's black.
Yeah, it's actually a problem. I can't see anything.
Yeah.
I can't see any color. I can barely make out shapes.
I'm looking at you right now and you're dead in the eyes.
I'm just dead, and I hope I'm looking back at you. Like I said, I really would not know.
Yeah, you can shave pretty well, considering. I guess you just feel it out, right?
You feel it out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You go, yep, blood,
blood,
constant running
hair.
of
Okay.
liquid.
Yeah, so I wonder what that is. I think it's blood. Like I said, I can't see color.
I admire that.
Thank you very much. I think we all have to have something that we're shooting for.
Yep.
Okay, let's move on here in the show.
Yeah, let's move on. I got something finally prepared, I guess. I never prepare anything because I just write stuff on this pad in front of me as it goes through the show. Most of it's like, why and how am I here? A lot of introspective thought for myself, not the audience so much. So I like to have fun by myself here on the podcast.
The audience will never know what you have on that big pad of paper.
Yeah, but once again, we have some inventions. Some thoughts that I had. That might be some good inventions. I've only had, I think, one of these before, and the theme song warrants more. So here we go.
No, this ain't Stephen Hawking. It's just dumbass he's talking. It's invention time. Invention time. What's on your mind? No, this ain't Bill Nye. It's just two dumb guys.
Yes, that's right. It's another invention time. So here, I'm always looking for new side projects, side hustles, as we say in the city. What up, the six? Invention time. What are some good ideas? We want to pitch maybe Dragon's Den, maybe by ourselves, maybe, I don't know, ask for some investments from our family who can't afford to invest that much money right off the bat, but you'll pressure them anyways because you helped their uncle up the stairs one time when he was sick. So yeah, I got a couple ideas. We'll rattle them off to you. Let me know, Cameron.
A couple, okay.
I got a couple, yeah. Well, because I can't put it all in one idea because These things are rapid. I forget half of the good ideas that I have all the time.
Because you just think you don't write them down.
Yeah.
You don't have your big pad of paper when you're on the subway.
No, I don't even have a pen. I try to... Pencil doesn't work on the skin.
It hurts too much.
Yep, that's why I have all these scars over my body.
Oh, that's why.
First one.
just wanted to
All
kill
right,
yourself.
first one. Pies that are inside cakes.
Pies that are inside cakes. That has some lift off. See, what I like about that is that you'd be like using it's like soft to, the pie crust, chunky back to soft. It's a layered.
You like a chunky crust.
I like a layered.
Alright.
I like layered textures.
Yeah.
That's why I make so many lasagnas. Haven't you noticed that every time you come over, I'm always making a lasagna?
Literally never seen you make
There's one in the
a
oven.
lasagna.
There's one in the oven right now.
A full lasagna.
A full lasagna. Lasagna. So
He
Brendan,
does not see color, folks.
or shapes. So what? Do we have names? Name potentials?
No names, doesn't need to be named. I don't know, maybe like
Just pie and a cake. That's all.
Marza apple pie cake.
Mars apple pie cake.
Marza apple pie cake.
Marza-
Lemon meringue.
Lemon meringue. It sounds.
Instead of meringue, it's a cake.
I get it.
Okay, who is this for though? That's what we need to get at. Why is this a good idea? Sounds good,
key
right?
Demographic, I think, is important when you're looking at stuff.
You have a pile of desserts. You're whatever.
You got a Nanaimo bar. You got a little a Fig Newton.
Why are you choosing all these shit treats? Fig Newtons and Nanaimo bars. So we've got a Nutri-Grain that's been in your bag for a week and it cracked open, so it's dry.
I like Fig Newtons.
It's really
So
dry.
I wanted to include them.
You would like Fig Newtons.
It's good.
I'm talking about pies inside cakes. You have your pie crowd, you have your cake crowd. What the... I don't want cake. I don't want a whole piece of cake. I want some pie too. I can't justify two desserts. Put them inside of each other. I'm thinking cake outside because it looks pretty. You can dance it up with some sprinkles and some
fondant.
little roses.
Yep.
Yes, the fondant.
If I know one thing, it's
Just
fondant.
shove a fucking pie inside.
It's right in the gut.
Yeah.
Just fuck it with a pie.
Yeah.
Now I think where you start running into trouble is that pies often have a fruity, a sweet, a taste, a fruit taste, very natural. But pies are, we got a lot of chocolates, a lot of vanillas.
You just said pies twice.
Cakes got a lot of chocolates.
Cakes and pies.
So how are we going to make these two flavors work together?
Well, you have to have obviously a very presumed crust. It has to have the crust element so you're getting into pie. Second problem, what if the cake is too moist and gets into the pie and ruins the integrity of the crust?
That's a good point.
You got a pie saver. You have a fondant around, like in Cake Wars, where it protects Cake Wars. It protects the integrity of the crust of the pie. So you cut into it and it's like soft cake, kazash, pie. You go, holy fuck.
It's a hit of pie. It's like striking oil.
Yeah, and I would suggest using a heavier, denser pie filling, maybe a pumpkin.
Ooh, a pumpkin
Sorry, pumpkin
pie.
really... I'm allergic to the word pumpkin.
Apparently so.
Yeah, pumpkin maybe, because the consistency could be conducive to a cake material, where you got a runny apple. Might not do it. Might not do it, guys. A lemon meringue too. You got that open top surface.
Oh, that'd be game over. But what about something like a blueberry?
Blueberry's going to be difficult too. It's a very runny pie. And also, there's no, for the artistic pie maker, because presumably a cake and a pie maker will be double teaming this effort. Cause
They're gonna have to work together. They're gonna have to set aside their differences.
It's going to take
really gonna have to work together.
Yeah, it's going to take probably at least 300 years for the cakes and pies to be able to work together under one chef.
Yes, in true harmony. Centuries, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been perfecting the craft independently. And, it's still the same where like ice cream cakes still have potential. We've got lots of years left for them to meld together perfectly.
Yeah, we're getting there.
I would suggest something that doesn't melt.
But damn, isn't an ice cream cake good?
It is ice cream, though.
It's just like, okay, what do you want in your cake? Can I just have ice cream? It's Perfect.
I know, but I also want birthday candles on it because it's my B-day.
You can stick them in they,
Pop them in there.
I was going to say pop them in there.
Flames are not conducive to ice.
I don't
Or
think-
ice is not conducive to flames, sorry. What's your favorite element? Water's pretty sick.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Is tree an element?
Earth.
That's what it
My
is.
favorite element is earth,
I like tree.
tree, and air,
Flame.
and flame,
Flame,
and
tree.
and Bam Margera.
Yes.
He's the fourth element.
An alcoholic skateboarder. The fourth element.
And Bruce Willis is the fifth.
Yes. Hey. That was
Hey,
clever.
what? Yeah.
You fuck.
Thanks for pointing
Getting a
it
fifth
out.
element into there. Can't believe that. You got Bam Margera and fifth
And
element in one go.
in one joke.
We're deep here. We're going deep.
Two pop culture references into one.
That was a wide net. You just cast out into the ocean.
Jack-
We got Bam Margera fans.
and modern sci-fi fans all in one.
Fans of Bruce Willis. Second idea.
Boom.
We're done with pies inside cakes. Clearly, it's a winner. Second idea is going to be wedding poutine. These are food. I've been watching a lot of the Food Network.
You
and
often do, so
yeah.
don't worry.
a wedding
Mario
poutine.
Bartel.
You saw the. This is actually contradictory to cakes and anything that they stand for, because generally it's a cake at a
Well,
wedding.
we're on to the next idea.
Yeah, on the next idea. Wedding, we don't need a cake. We get it.
Interesting.
It's old hat.
It is.
We've seen the fucking cake. We've seen the two people on
It's
top.
6 stories high.
Whoever it
you
may
know,
be. Costs $1 million to make.
It's a lot of cake, guys.
Someone eats it and they spit it out and they go, "Oh, fuck you. Fuck
Oh, that's not how I eat
Fuck you.
cake.
Fuck your love." I go, okay.
Fuck you fucking love.
Yeah, so some people go with cupcakes now. Each person as an individual because everyone wants to feel like a star. We said, let's just fuck all that and just get messy with it. We have a trough, load it up with poutine, and everyone just fucking goes for it. Vegan, non-vegan, doesn't matter. You're eating gravy. Welcome to my wedding.
So what's the idea? Oh, just poutine instead of
Just
cake.
poutine instead of cake.
So your idea.
Must there be more to that?
So the idea is more of a choice.
It's a stance.
It's a stance.
It's a stance
on
more than
the,
a.
I have been to weddings. We get them a lot at work. That like the late night food station will just be like a make your own poutine thing.
Yeah, but I'm saying mandatory poutine.
Mandatory
That's
poutine.
it.
So right off the bat, we're talking mushroom gravy. We gotta talk mushroom gravy.
I don't want it.
Why not? What are we gonna put on it?
Meat gravy.
Where's the meat?
What do you mean? How do you make gravy?
I don't. I actually.
From juices of meat.
I've never made gravy.
You add a little starch and mix it up and stuff.
But then what?
You need.
But then what-
You have to have a
Well, where you put?
product that sweats out juices to be able to gravy it.
Then what are we doing with the meat? We're using the meat to make the gravy?
Yeah,
Throw
throw
the-
out the meat. Throw that fucking meat out.
wanna
We
know
already
what
got
happened.
its delicious gravy. Throw it out. Waste those cows. We don't need them. They're stupid animals.
So what if?
They just wait to be slaughtered.
So what if? Give me some poutine. Cakes can have lots of flavors. Give me what wedding poutine would taste like.
All right,
What
here's one
ingredients?
option.
Yes.
Cheese curds, gravy,
Classic.
and potatoes.
Okay. Yes, that is the option.
Option number 1.
Yep. Okay. Let's
Option
go
number
for option
2.
number 2.
Okay. Here's option number 2. Mm-hmm. Gravy,
Yes.
cheese curds,
Okay.
a russet potato,
Okay. So we're switching up the kind of potato.
heavy sleeve potato. Not usually conducive to a great poutine fry. Why? Too much moisture. Doesn't hold up. So what do?
You
Go back to number 1.
Okay. Okay. Let's
Regular potato, cheese curd, gravy.
Okay, I think I can already tell where option number 3 and 4 are gonna go. So let's skip a little down. Option 6.
Option 6
Yes.
is a new one we're trying out. I was against it fervently, I must add.
I bet I can tell why.
Yeah. Starts off gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, cheese curd.
Yes.
3, potato. What kind? Sweet potato.
Sweet potato. Okay, see, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting so
How do you separate
so options 3, 4,
the
5
poutines?
are all potato based.
Yes.
Now we're moving on to is there any other toppings we want to put on these things, like maybe something that could reflect the couple of which the wedding is for?
Yeah, we hand out tiny little wooden pokers
Yes.
to stab into the fries.
Oh, we're not using forks at this.
no, those little wooden, the 2-pronged wooden. It's like a sampler
But
at
but
Baskin Robbins.
for meat or for something chunky.
Yeah, they carved out two
Who
stabby
carved
ends.
that out? Do you think someone sat there and whittled it down?
Yeah,
Wow.
maybe even a team. No, it's probably one guy.
Probably just one guy.
How do you get that accurate?
How do you get a lot of people who want to do that job? So I think the question that everyone else is asking is, where's the room on top of the poutine for the 2 little figurines? You know, you have the bride and groom figures. Where are those? How are those going to sit on the ever shifting landscape of a poutine?
Now here's where the kicker is.
Okay.
This is why
This
this
is
is
where
a
it's coming.
big seller, and there's a lot of interest.
You should try to open with the kicker next time.
Well, leave you wanting more. Disappoint. Meet expectations right at the end, and you go, I don't. Okay.
Story of my life. Give it to me, Brendan.
Yeah. So, you know how you have the bouquet, you got the thong, that you
Yep.
shoot out.
The garter toss.
Yeah. Sorry, the garter. We had different weddings in our family. You go in, you get that garter, you listen to Shania Twain, and you get that garter with your teeth, and you spank it out to a bunch of lonely guys. Uncle Drunk Man. And racist joke friend of the family who no one likes.
Who got invited somehow.
Yeah, somehow he got invited. I don't know. He probably sold you cigarettes when you were in jail. I don't know. I don't want to get into that.
Weird family
We eliminate
dynamic.
we eliminate the stupid old fucking faux pas.
Yep.
Here's the bouquet. Oh, you're gonna find love after
Not a
too
faux
much
pas. Not
pressure.
faux pas,
It's a
but-
faux
but
pas
go
in
on.
my eyes. What a faux pas.
Was that your word of the day?
Yeah, you said. I get word of the minute actually, so I very rarely remember them. I said fervently. I think that was yesterday's minute.
That was yesterday's word of the
like
minute?
780. Oh wait, I'm on the 24-hour clock.
Oh, yes, of course. 788.
788.
On the 24-hour clock.
July 88th.
What's the solution for...
You throw those fucking figurines at the bottom of the poutine. Whoever finds it, eats it, swallows it, shits it out, finds it 3 days later because you're bound up from all the poutine you had to eat at the wedding. You get the honor of getting married next.
Oh, that's the equivalent of catching the bouquet.
Yeah, and if you passed it and didn't realize it, then forever you will have no love in your life. And you probably have some bowel issues as well.
You probably have some digestional problems if you're able to eat a 3.5-inch tall statuette and not notice it on either side.
You're not wrong, Cameron. You are not incorrect.
I think you have some problems. You know what? I think we should get in contact with the wedding ministry, the Ministry of Weddings.
We should be a wedding band / food proprietor.
Absolutely. How would we spend equal time at both to ensure a good product?
A lot of foot pedals, and then we use our hands to just spin out those spiral fries. Baby! Spiral fries.
So we're making the food while we essentially press play on an iPod.
Yes. I'm thinking a lot of MIDI controllers, but also a lot of karaoke tracks that are just silent. There's no one's singing.
Okay. Maybe let's look for more of a Spotify playlist. I'm sure that could do that job for us. If we wanted to ditch our current careers and lives and start the wedding poutine business.
I would love that.
You would love that, really?
It'd be fun. It'd be fun. I love cooking. I love music. Why not mix them?
So why not put them both together?
I love it.
Be like the wedding singer and diamonds and chef.
You see that movie? It's on Netflix with Jean Favreau. John Favreau.
For those of you who don't speak French,
I don't think he's French. He's an ass.
his name's Jean Favreau.
No, it's John, Jon.
Jean Favreau.
Gene favorite jeans. Yeah, that's all I got for the wedding poutine. The last one, I don't even... Joke funerals, I just wrote down. I don't even know what that means.
Oh, okay, that's a half-developed thought.
Yeah.
We're still working on joke.
I think I initially thought maybe like Comedy Central roasts of celebrities who died like the day before. So it's like you can be as filthy as you want because they're not even alive.
So they can't
to
even
defend
get
themselves.
offended.
No, there's no one to offend because they're dead.
Let's work on that idea.
I'm gonna sit on that one for a while.
Yeah, we're gonna sit on joke funerals for a while, and
yeah. Well, thank you for letting me voice these inventions, and it gave me some perspective on how good the ideas are and what to really focus on. I think this wedding poutine thing has some potential.
it has some legs, as they say.
It's got some legs. I'm not a baker, so the first idea, I'll leave it out to the stars.
About to the stars. Well, that's great, Brendan. I hope you have some success with both of those inventions.
Thank you.
Either one, really. God, we got some we got some hockey. We got some hockey on later tonight. You know that, Brendan?
It's on right now.
Is it on right now?
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Brendan? Before we watch hockey and call this podcast to a rest, not arrest. This past weekend, the Scripps National Spelling Bee took place in Washington, D.C. Of course, hundreds of preteens are stacked together to spell. That's really...
I like when they lose, Cameron.
Because they cry?
Because they cry and they go to their homeschooled mom and cry in their lap, and I go, they are...
And you like watching children cry? Is that what we're going to...
No, I like watching just the fact that their life revolves around a spelling bee, and I'm like, you're going to have to learn some social skills soon.
Well, maybe they do sometimes. But Brendan, to get in, to be a part of the Scripps National Spelling Bee...
I have a feeling where this is going.
It's not going anywhere. There is a test that you do have to take.
Yeah.
To be a part of the spelling bee. The test is in two parts. There's a section where a word is defined, and you need to select. It's a multiple choice selection of the proper spelling. And then there is a second section of purely definitions, what words mean.
So you have to identify the definition of the word?
You have to identify the definition of a word, choosing from a multiple choice situation.
Okay, so the answer is in front of you.
The answer is in front of you.
That
Actually,
makes it a little bit easier.
The answer will be in front of both of us because, Brendan, we're putting our definitivities to the test when we are going to answer all 15 of these definitions.
All right.
I have not seen the answers. I you can find all this information online. I copied it and I opened a blank document and pasted the answers. I have not seen these answers.
I believe you. I believe you.
Fully have not seen these answers, but we are going to answer these some 10 definition questions.
Okay.
And you have to get 14 right to
be able to pass.
to qualify for this section.
Oh, geez.
That's besides the one where you actually have to, spell. This has nothing to do with spell. So,
how were you as a speller as a child?
I remember one time having to spell the word because 100 times in a row because I would always mix the E and the A around.
Because I would use the word all the time.
Well, yeah,
orally.
it's one of those things where, for me, I think, and for probably a lot of kids, it was the French immersion thing, where
you and a lot of kids.
Well,
you're
yeah.
going for the wide French immersion audience.
You don't start taking English.
Frenchy fucks.
You don't start taking English class in French immersion until you're grade 4 or 5. Whenever year you guys would start taking French, we started taking English. So then you would have to start writing in English.
Then how come I have perfect French and English pronunciation? Avec moi.
There you go. So yeah, I think for me, when it came to spelling in English, there was definitely a barrier because you didn't actually start spelling English words until you were 10 or 11.
Yep, I think you just sucked at spelling, but let's go do the quiz.
Let's go on. So these are actually definitions. And Brendan,
do I need a piece of paper out?
Just write down there's 4 multiple choices for each.
Okay.
Brendan, of course, you and I both have degrees. We have things of paper to our name. We've gone to places that you assumed that we could succeed on.
We've been
on a
recognized
test like
that
this.
we are not illiterate.
Yes, that's right. So we're going to start off with number 1 and see if those institutions that aren't being named made the right call.
Oh, I want to beat you so bad at this.
Oh, thank you. I want us to
By the way, I was really good at spelling when I was a kid.
This isn't spelling. These are definitions
Fuck!
of words.
Fuck.
The spelling would be 2. We would need like a separate computer. It would be too
Yeah, I don't think
complicated.
you'd be able to read the word.
Exactly.
It phonetically tells you, and you go,
We would have both needed a computer, and I was trying to keep this off the cuff. I've also not looked at these questions either. I purely just kind of like copy pasted.
yeah, whatever, you cheater.
Okay, first, here we go. If something is insuperable, it is A, not needed, B, delayed indefinitely, C, impossible to overcome, or D, inedible.
Okay, so how are we going to do this? Are we going to secretly have our answers?
I'm not going to look at your page if that's what you're wondering. I'll just not
But you
look.
can cheat off of me, whatever I say.
I'm not going to. I mean, you can cover your answers.
Insuperable.
in,
I-N super
yeah,
able.
just write down your answer, and then we'll tally them all up at the end.
All right, fine. Better not cheat.
I'm certainly not going to cheat.
Sure.
You can count it. Question number 2.
Yep.
Items described as chock-a-block are rectangular, crowded together, made of concrete, or indistinguishable.
How is chock-a-block spelled?
Might be pronounced chock-a-block. C-H-O-C-K-A-B-L-O-C-K.
C-H-O-C-K.
That is correct.
Can I have the spelling one more time, please?
C-H-O-C-K-A-B-L-O-C-K. Chock-a-block?
Okay. Can I get the answers one more time, please?
Rectangular, crowded together, made of concrete, or indistinguishable. That's a tough one.
Fuck.
That's a tough one.
Like, I feel like the made of concrete is retarded. Because there's no...
There has
like,
to be one
cement
answer.
aspect
There has to
or
be one of these answers that's like meant to throw you off, you know? Keep in mind, 11-year-olds are getting these questions right. Let's just keep that in mind.
Yeah, but they're studying for it. All right, next question.
Question 3. An explicit statement is ambiguous, false, clear, or pretentious.
Okay. All right, I'm ready.
Here we go. Question number 4. Timocracy is a form of government in
Sorry, tomocracy?
Timocracy.
Okay. Tomocracy.
I said timocracy?
No, it just could have been easily democracy and somehow someone got fucked up.
Timocracy is a form of government in which power passes to a new individual after a fixed period. Fear of a dictator is the ruling principle. Multiple people share power. Or the love of glory is the ruling principle. Ha! You never know.
I'm gonna get all of these wrong. I'm sure of one so far.
Okay.
One, I'm like,
maybe
this is
you're
it.
sure of it.
I think one. All right, let's go.
I think a lot of these.
How many more are these?
I think we're at 4. I think there's 10. What is dittoography? A method for transcribing music. The unintentional repetition of letters when copying by hand. The use of non-alphabetic symbols to represent words. Or an artistic technique employing small dots of various colors. Dittoography.
That's a tough one. The study of Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Ditto. It's a blob.
He was the little blob guy.
That's a hint.
Which activity would you be most likely to do mano a mano?
J off.
You, me, bro.
J.
Boxing,
J and off.
boxing, shaving, flying, or knitting? Mano a mano.
It's the big knit off of 2018.
It's the big knit off.
Doris Fletchman is fucking Marie Stempen.
One needle at a time.
She's going for the cross stitch. Oh! She stepped over her with a cross stitch.
Which would best be described as anfractuous? An unbreakable rock, a winding maze, a barren field, or a fruit high in natural sugars?
Anfractuous, so ANFRACTUOS?
O-U-S.
O-U-S, sorry.
Yes. Anfractuous.
What is the origin of this word? Mom, shut up. I'm fine.
Mom, I'm fine, really. Shut up, you whore.
Yeah, gotta get those answers one more time. Sorry.
One, an unbreakable rock.
Yes.
A winding maze.
Yes.
A barren field, or a fruit high in natural sugars.
Well, sugars, I think fructose.
Yes.
Fractuous doesn't seem like an origin from that. All right, next one.
Okay.
I hate tests.
Something described as festucine, F-E-S-T-U-C-I-N-E. Festicine
Yep.
is celebratory, stringy, yellow, or wavy.
Fuck. Are you answering any of these with confidence? Because I certainly am not.
I think there are some that I believe come from a somewhat educated point of view. But there are some, such as this, that I know that if I was smarter, I could make from an educated point of view.
All right.
So, yeah.
So you dumb like me. All right, let's go.
Question number 9. Lalopathy is a disorder of touch, hearing, vision, or speech.
Lalopathy.
L-A-L-O-P-A-T-H-Y. Lalopathy.
And the 4 are?
Touch, hearing, vision, speech. I see dead people. That one's tough.
Bruce Willis.
Boom. Coming back to Bruce. Okay, number 10.
Yeah.
Okay, here on number 10, which is all the questions in this section. An aperçu,
Come on. In English.
A-P-E-R-C with the squiggly line under it, U, is a dainty hors d'oeuvre, a comedy routine, a piece of embroidered lace, or a swift insight. This one's tough. Now, this is
Do
one.
you have any insight to this because you can speak French?
I thought that the answer would have been something that's not even an option here.
Okay.
So,
All right.
yeah.
I feel like I just guessed for half of these.
Well, maybe let's see whose guessing is best then, because it could be me.
I wrote down the letters for all of them except for one where I just wrote the answer.
Your special has now become not very special, thanks to Dick Face there.
Tough loss.
Pardon?
You missed that, eh?
Was that your boy there?
Gordon Ramsay. I love when he just goes off on people. Are we tallying these up? What's going on over there?
Yeah,
You're looking up the answers?
I'm opening up the document.
All right, so I got some time to kill.
You have some time to kill.
He likes calling people cows and donkeys. Makes me smile.
Okay, so we're calculating. Wow, we're calculating our results right here. Okay.
You failed grade 7, Brendan, again.
Okay.
Damn it.
So, if something isn't superable, it is impossible to overcome. I got that.
I told you I didn't write the answers. I wrote the letter.
Number C.
Yes, I wrote C.
Okay. Wow, you're really 1 for 1 here on the
Did you write C?
No, I did not write that one.
All right, so that's what when we're presenting this, we got to go. The answer is B. Blah 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 blah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, you know, you got to have a game show intro to it. You can't just
An
say
item
the answer. No one remembers.
Items described as chock-a-block are B. Crowded together.
Oh, 2 for 2. That was so lucky.
2 for 2.
Yeah. C and B. Did you get that right?
Yes, I did get that one right.
I don't like the hesitation there.
I'm looking. I'm the one trying to.
Suspect.
I'm the one trying to do like 7 things at the same
You
time.
have 2 things to do.
I have like 7
read
things.
the answer and read the correct one.
An explicit statement is A. Ambiguous.
I literally thought the opposite for that. Like explicit. I was
you
like,
think of like a swear word or something. That's what I think. Like
no, because there's implicit and then explicit.
Okay.
So implicit is for specific thing, and explicit is ambiguous. And I flipped those around. I fucked up. I wrote C.
That's okay. Okay. Question number something.
4.
Timocracy is a form of government in which D. Love and glory is the ruling principle.
That's retarded. I would have assumed like timocracy, time would have been like shifting in a specific time, right? Timocracy.
Yeah, I got that one wrong too.
God damn.
Next, what is dittoography? I believe it's pronounced actually ditography. Sorry if that
Ditto is there 2 O's or 3 O's?
No, just the 1 O.
Yeah.
2 T's though. What is ditography? B.
Yes. It was like mirroring something, right?
The unintentional repetition of letters when copying by hand.
Yeah. I got that answer from Ditto from Pokemon because he would take on the shape of.
That's what I also thought of when I heard that.
Did you get B?
Yes, I got B on that one.
All right, number 6.
Which activity would you would be most likely to do? Describe mano a mano.
I wrote boxing, baby.
A. Boxing.
Yup.
I think that one was.
Why don't you try another sport like knitting?
I think that one was kind of easy, actually.
Yeah, mono and mono, 1v1. We know our mono and stereo tracks. What up? Number 7.
Number 7.
Number 7, nail biter.
Oh, and fractious,
The study of Anne Frank in fractions.
which would be best described as anfactuous, is actually B. A winding maze.
I wrote A. Didn't know what the hell that shit was.
Now, I thought A because break, fracture, I thought it was all there.
Yeah, fractal, fractuate, you know, division.
Right, you would think.
You would think, guys, but sometimes, we're way off.
Oh, we are way off.
Yep, we're dumb. I got
what's
4 right now. I'm shooting more than 50. We're at number 8.
We're at number 8?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. I'm off on 1. 1 second.
Yeah, I'll give you 1 second.
Okay. Something described as festicine is A. Celebratory.
I don't even know what that fucking means.
Well, I saw festive and I went with festicine. Or I went with, celebratory.
Pardon?
You know what I mean.
Nope.
Okay.
I went with D. Got fucked.
Yeah, well, wavy. Okay, coming in at number 9. Lalopathy
Give it to me, baby.
is the disorder of D. Speech. Not touch, like I thought.
Was that A?
I went with A.
Yeah, I went with A as well.
It felt real, you know.
All right, so we already failed. Miserably. Last one.
And next, an aperçu.
That's
Aperçu
a ridiculous question. What is it?
is B. A comedy routine.
Boo!
That's what I picked too.
You took B?
I took B.
I took D.
Ah.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Aperçu?
It's a comedy routine, apparently. Okay, so, Brendan, those were the 10 questions, definitions that every entrant to the Scripps National Spelling Bee was asked. How many did you get?
I got 40%.
So you got 4 out of 10. It sounds better when you say 40%. You're right. I got...
It's an easy division.
I got...
AIDS.
50%.
Hey.
For me, I got 50%.
We both failed and didn't make the spelling.
We both
bee.
failed. Neither one of us would have even been admitted to the opportunity.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Dodged a bullet there.
To even be a part of Scripps National Spelling Bee. I'm glad we got to put ourselves to the test on that. We both did equally as shitty, and that brought us to the end of the show.
What a climactic ending.
I think it was. Listeners got to see, who's better at defining words. Mm-hmm. By one amount of word definitions.
Yep. And none of us did great.
And neither one of us did great.
Neither of them. And you got to hear us write on paper and ponder.
We pondered.
About how dumb we are.
And we made quips and stuff. Brendan, we're at the end of the podcast. Do you have anything you want to say before we leave?
Not really. I'm sad.
Why? Did you think you were better with words?
I was hoping for a spelling bee because I used to be really good at spelling.
Well, hey, maybe...
My dad used to do spelling tests with me because I'd be like, oh, we got a spelling test on Friday. And I'd go and be like, all right, do you know the words? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, all right, I'm going to test you right now. And I'd fuck up 3. And they made me go study them for half an hour. I'd come back until I got them all perfect.
Oh, wow.
Look how far it got me.
You're in a basement
Yeah.
doing a podcast.
And I use Google.
Red wine.
I can't spell my own goddamn name anymore. It doesn't even matter. I got a computer to help me out.
Okay, Brendan's sad. I'm not sad, though. I'm doing well. You can follow me on Instagram at cam_Aussie. Remember, you can email the show at brentcamdgo@gmail.com.
Yeah, please throw up a review if you have the time and would grace us with your presence on the internet. We would greatly appreciate it so we can finally have some notes on the old iTunes, You have to hit a certain amount for them to actually see, like, this podcast licks balls.
You get a lot
this
of
podcast licks my dog's balls.
If we get more heat, then you climb up in the categories and the rankings.
Of course. And guys, go out and watch Heat with Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Val Kilmer.
And go watch The Heat with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy.
And go watch Heat first, but either way, watch a movie. Temperature is a part of it.
Ice Dogs would also count.
Snow Dogs.
That too.
You don't mess with Cuba Gooding Jr. like that.
You heard it here first.
He played OJ. You can't disrespect
We know
that.
he played OJ. Okay, listeners, thanks for listening another week. We'll see you next week.
I gotta plug my stuff first.
You said you were sad. We've skipped over the plug. We are now at
I was sad. Now we talked about Snow Dogs, and I'm happy.
Christ, okay.
I got a smile on my face again. You can follow me on Twitter at what is it? Grendon Bram. At Grendon Bram. We also have BrenCamDGO at Twitter. I haven't posted anything yet because I'm a lazy bastard, but I will eventually get on it and put some new content on there. Let's end it. Sorry for making this go long, Cam. I know you're mad. You look mad.
Not mad about anything. Listeners, thanks again for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.